Hey Cancerians, how y'all doing? Welcome. We're going to be doing your month of May general reading here. So let's talk about your meditation. It was really interesting. I have no idea what this character's name is, but it's what I saw. So I think that it's the last Twilight movie, I believe, Breaking Dawn 2 or something like that, where one of the vampire ladies from, I think she's like from the or something. It doesn't matter if you haven't seen it. She has this ability to make others see what she wants them to see. So they're in the, woods of Washington State, but she makes them see her home of the rainforest, right? So I was in the rainforest. I saw all of that. And then I saw you as this person kind of walk through and break through what you thought was reality, but it's really just a thin, wallpaper covering, break through and then go to this other side. And it felt like this element of like bright, sunny, California skies from a rainforest, just a stark contrast and different. I got this feeling of, I heard check your vision, the way that you see things, the way that you perceive things. I feel like you're being called to go to the spiritual eye doctor, and not in a bad way, like in a great way, actually. Because if you think about it, there's a power inherent with that. I think that, there's this loving message around understanding that the way that you say things and what you choose to focus on has a resounding effect on those around you. And you can either use your powers and ability for good or, kind of liken it to the darkness. Now, I say this because there is a light and a darkness, right? A light and a shadow aspect to every single sign. And it's not about denying one and embracing the other. It's about looking at each in their totality to understanding it without judgment, right? And there's this energy here about the, darker aspects of the Cancerian, especially, you guys are the sign of the home and hearth. You're deep feelers. You are that, mother energy, that nurturing energy. It doesn't matter what your, gender is, of course. But there's this energy here about if you are the great nurturer of the zodiac, then you have a beautiful opportunity during this time, times that we're in, to use that ability to really comfort a lot of people in a very effective and lasting way. And it's up to you, but that's the message that I was getting. It's about stepping into that energy, and it's not just about, allowing yourself to be comforted and nurtured, which is fabulous, but it feels like really waking up to your true power and the effect that you have on other people, okay? And yourself. Okay. Let's see what your animal energy is. It kind of feels like you're upgrading to a more fully realized version of you as well. Well, this makes all the sense in the world. Sea serpent. Stunning. So beautiful, beautiful spirit energy here. The sea serpent, this is about the completion of an emotional cycle or emotional healing. This is making a lot of sense with what I just said. Remember how I said those shadow aspects of a Cancer? How those can manifest is and please, hear me when I say this, there's shadow aspects to every sign and everyone and everything, right? Some of the shadow aspects of the Cancerian out of alignment are martyrdom, playing the victim, feeling like the victim, narcissism, whereas the light side of the Cancer and where your true power lies is your ability to empathize with others, to make others feel comforted and heard and respected and seen. When a Cancer is in their light energy, it is like something else, honey. It is like you are like that, just the most, everyone wants to be around you. Everybody wants to be around you when you're in alignment in that energy. I want to point out the sea serpent here, and the serpent sheds its skin, right? Remember when I said you're being called to move into an upgraded or more fully realized version of yourself? This is beautiful, and this is really healing any old wounds or anything that comes up during this time for healing and allowing yourself to release it. Okay, I'm telling you, what's on the other side of this feels very powerful, and like you could be influencing a lot of people, right? And I want you to consider something that's coming through. Everything that you are learning and the challenges that you have going on right now, or even the happy challenges, as it were, right? You're going to be in a unique position to turn around and help others experiencing, the same lessons that you're, learning through this month of May. That could be partially why you're learning them. So if you look at it through that humanitarian aspect for the month of May, I feel like that'll be a huge healing balm for you. Okay. Hi, this is Temperance. This is about balance. Do you see how she has 2 cups here? And we were just talking about the light and the dark. I can't with this. It's just too good. So yeah, this is Sagittarius energy here. How stunning is this? And look at the light coming up in the background, right? This is beautiful. This is equal give and take. This is light and dark. This is balance. This is inner and outer reciprocity. This is soul connections. This is being one with oneself and then having that beautiful effect on others. And I want to bring your attention to this triangle here as well, which is about that mind, body, spirit balance. So again, we're tying back in here to the sea serpent, especially with the water here, and about healing things that are coming up for healing and allow them to just kind of flow through you like the beautiful intuitive water sign that you are, right? I'm also getting the goddess Iris for you too. She's the rainbow goddess, really beautiful energy there, okay? I feel like there's this aspect of just letting it flow, letting all the emotions flow through you. When people call you to vent, let it flow. Anything that tends toward the shadowy, and listen, this is the times that we're going through right now are going to sit differently on different folks at different times. So it's just about allowing yourself to embrace your water sign self and flow through each moment, okay? Something about that. I also feel that there's someone or a group of y'all really being there for other people a little more than you're being there for yourself. And just be cognizant of that, okay? It could be vice versa as well. Just depends. King of Pentacles. See, this is the benefactor. We were just talking about you being there for other people a lot, okay? This is the benefactor. This is, okay, we could be healing aspects of giving more than you receive, being an overgiver, or being in dynamics, whether this is like a work dynamic where you haven't gotten paid as much as you deserve to be paid, or you do extra work at the office that really isn't within your job description because you're really nice and don't know how to say no, or whatever this is, but anything in your reality that's imbalanced, I feel like is going to come up to the forefront now, and you're being given this beautiful opportunity to realign it. See what's at the core of it. How did you get there? Is it issues of self-worth? Is your self-worth based on what you can give to others? Think about it. It's going to be different for everybody, right? But there's something about that. And you're moving into this place of complete ownership of who you are. And I really like that this masculine energy is coming forth as well, because this is very feminine, sea serpent, right? So it's coming in here to say, like, it's the water that nourishes the earth beneath your feet, right? I'm hearing to water and tend to your own garden. That's very, very important. I feel like a lot of you feel the best when you're being there for others, but I'm really hearing that sometimes when that can be taken to extremes, you are avoiding the work of looking at yourself and being there for yourself as well, right? Okay. Woo, someone wants to go. Oh my gosh, this is so stunning. This is so stunning. 3 of Pentacles here. This is really stunning. This is about being compensated for what you particularly are good at. Now, I was just talking about possibly healing any work patterns or situations where you weren't paid as much as you deserved, or you took on extra work, or you were underappreciated in a work context, or even if you're an artist, right? We have a beautiful artist here. Maybe your work, maybe going through venues or being put up for review with people who just aren't aligned with you, don't get you, don't see you, don't recognize you. I also get this feeling of it's not getting equally compensated for it, even if it's monetarily, but also emotionally as well. Really looking at your circumstances and going like, how can I realign myself with a situation that is more me? They're showing me Sex and the City, the movie Sex and the City. I think it was the first film. I actually don't know. I think it was the first film where it doesn't matter if you've seen it. The character of Miranda was working for this big corporate law firm as a lawyer, but they just didn't get her. It was very masculine driven, and they just undermined her and didn't respect her. But she made a lot of money, but she made partner, but she didn't feel respected. And then she, at the end of the movie, found this small, little, homegrown law firm that was probably a lot less money, but treated her, or maybe not, but just treated her, saw her, understood her. She found her tribe of like-minded people. And that's really coming through here, okay? Especially for those of you who are maybe out of work at the moment or transitioning to another phase of work, whatever that is. It's something about allowing your energy to realign so that you attract towards you who and what you deserve and that is of a like vibration to you. In order to do that and stop manifesting situations that are not reciprocal in nature or not really right for you, sea serpent it up. Right? Feel it to heal it, and really look at yourself from a perspective of how do I see myself and how do others see me and what's coming up. You got 3 of Pentacles for the second time to clarify Temperance. So I was just talking all about this, right? This is the artisan, right? What are you better at than anything else? What are you the best at? What are you known for? Are you known for your listening ear? Are you known for your attention to detail? Are you known for, your voice? Are you known for, your graphic design capabilities? Are you known for, making big dreams happen on a small budget for weddings or parties? Like, what are you particularly good at and known for? You're being asked to really step into that, adjust your self-worth around it and go, you know what? I've been earning less than I deserve, or I've been working with people or in circumstances where I don't feel like they really get me. You're being asked to call in your tribe. I just saw call in your tribe in a work context, in a creative context, in a personal context. In order to do that, it's about balancing, yourself out and giving to yourself as much as you give to others. Okay? I really like it. And I'm hearing work in progress, right? This doesn't have to happen overnight. It's just, first, it's about being aware of changes that want to be made so that you can manifest all that you desire, right? It's about becoming a vibration to what it is you want. It's really as simple and complicated as that. You know what I mean? Oh my God, are you kidding? Ace of Pentacles to clarify the King of Pentacles, material abundance, huge big payday. Are you serious? There is huge work, money, opportunity coming to you, but I'm going to tell you something. The reason that the King of Pentacles manifests this Ace of Pentacles is because he goes, I know what I'm worth. And I accept no less, and I am patient enough to wait for the right opportunity at the right time. And in order to do that, he's got to know himself inside and out. He's got to be able to clock a job offer and go, I'm going to be happy there. They're going to get me. It's a vibrational alignment. It's a match or no. It pays a lot of money and it looks good, but I get a real bad feeling about this, so I'm going to keep it stepping. That's going to be repeating an old pattern and cycle of working with people who don't get me or take advantage. It's about knowing what to say no to so that you can be in a place to say yes to what is right for you. Ooh, I just got true shivers. You have an opportunity for an upgrade here in your circumstances, okay? Especially where money is concerned and artistry is concerned. 3 Pentacles. Queen of Wands. I'm obsessed. Wands rule the realm of passion, desire, artistry, forward movement. Fire represents the summer months. I really love this because the Queen is an absolute expert of knowing when to move and when to be still, when to take the opportunity ahead of her and when to wait for the next one to come, right? I'm also really drawn to this cat, this whole 9 live thing. Cats are a perfect example of everything that we're talking about, Cancerians. Why, you ask? Because they don't come when they're called unless they feel like it. Right? They can't be forced to do nary a thing. It's I'm going to do what I want, when I want, how I want, and you're going to be real grateful about it. I'm here to take on some feline energy for yourself around this whole thing, right? Get your, what is that, curmudgeons up? I don't remember the phrases, right? I'm getting this feeling, you feel like a fish out of water at certain times around this. And it's not that you're manufacturing confidence. It's that you are allowing yourself to receive everything, the abundance that you are worthy of. And it's really about asking yourself, what is keeping me from manifesting the work that I desire, the compensation that I desire, the recognition that I desire, the schedule that I desire, right? What's keeping me from it? Because we only attract towards us what we are a vibration to, point blank and period, okay? And that way, if we're offered something that isn't a vibration, we see it real quick and we pass on it. And it's just really that's all there is, Also, I said that you guys are the sign of the home and the hearth, as is the Queen of Wands. She is the sign of the home and the hearth as well. Some of you might start a new business that allows you to work from home as well, out of this whole time. Someone who, had to leave a job or got let go or is working from home now for other people that you're like, oh my God, if I got to work from home during this time, I'd rather be doing something that I really love to do and that really excites me and doesn't feel like work, right? Something about that. Enchantment. Do we really have a frickin' mermaid here with the sea serpent? Are we serious? Let's talk about the siren song here because, a special shout out to singers here, right? The whole idea of the siren song is that it would lure, I'm going to get dark here for a second, but it would lure sailors, right, to these rocks, and they would crash upon the rocks and die, and they were lured by the song of the siren, right? But I'm really feeling that this whole idea of enchantment is you're being asked to allow yourself to be enchanted by your own reflection, right, by the beauty inside of you, by everything that you have to offer the world and really seeing yourself clearly. Remember that initial meditation with that beautiful Amazonian vampire lady. And she had the ability to make others see what she wanted them to. And I feel like, going back to that for a moment, that was another way of saying she was able to frame and create her reality. You have an opportunity to do that, right? And all this water energy coming up here. Be the water sign that you are, right? Allow yourself to come from a place of intuition and emotions. And this is coming up because temperance is all about balance, right? And you know what I like to say? That our emotions are the gas that fuel our intuition. Our emotions are the gas that fuel our intuition, which means if your emotions are cattywampus, if they are out of alignment, then your intuition will be askew. And that's why a lot of people sometimes will say and come to me and write and just go, well, how am I supposed to trust intuition when I've been wrong so many times before? And I always say, how were your emotions? Were you really attached to the outcome? Were you upset about something? Were you asking from a place of discernment and loving detachment? That's what it is. That's what I'm hearing for you guys too, right? It's really, really beautiful. I feel like getting a last, I feel like getting a goddess actually. I also feel like some of you guys are going to be calling in your soul tribe by doing this as well. Like, it feels really, really good. Like, people that you meet them and you feel like you've known them for a really long time. It's because you're becoming a vibrational to them, right? Through this work. Should you choose to accept it. Are you kidding me? Green Tara, start delegating. Ask others, including me, to help you instead of trying to do everything by yourself. What did I say about taking on too much work or doing extra things and not being appreciated or compensated for it? This is exactly what I was saying. It's time to get yours and attract towards you your worth. But in order to make that happen, you got to get really clear about your self-worth first and be willing to say no to things that aren't right to you so that, boom, demonstrate to the universe that you're willing to say no to what isn't right to you. Don't come from a lack or a fear mentality of, I don't know if this is right for me, but I'm going to say yes because I'm worried about money, because I'm worried about this, I'm worried about that. Showcase to the universe that you trust so much that you can say no to what you intuitively feel is wrong for you, and then it's going to come. The real right and tight's going to come, right? In a big way. You're like, oh God, yes, right? This is so beautiful, Cancerians. I'm really excited for you. This is really, 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 really beautiful, lovely energy. And I do feel like this is rooted in what you're here to do and what makes you really excited. It's like, what do you do when you look up and 5 hours have passed? That's what we're talking about here, okay? Or the aspect of the work that you've done that just really makes you happy and you're being able to spend more time doing that, right? It's all about your joy and creativity and emotional fulfillment and healing. And I do feel like, you're going into a place where you are going to be enchanting a lot of people, right? This lighthouse here as well, the light in the dark. It's really beautiful. Woo! All right, Cancerians, this is your May general reading. I so hope that this was of help and resonated within for you. If so, please let me know in the comments below. I just absolutely love reading your comments. And with that being said, just thank you so much for being here. I appreciate every single one of y'all. And most of all, as always, thank you for being you, and be well. Until next time.